Trump administration is targeting the jobs, thousands of jobs, of hard-working Americans, working-class Americans, and blue-collar Americans who are going to lose the ability to work at the 2nd Avenue subway site or at the other project that has been canceled related to the Cross Harbor Tunnel. That's consistent with what the Trump administration has consistently done throughout their time in office. Lose jobs, cause economic pain and hardship for the American people. It's shameful, but it's very consistent with the Trump administration's track record of failing on the economy and targeting working class Americans.
And then just one quick follow-up, just what's happening on the Senate side. It seems there have been some bipartisan discussions on the Senate floor where they may be discussing some type of short-term CR and trying to buy a little bit more time to work through some of these issues like the ACA. Have you been briefed on those discussions? Do you support what's happening in the other chamber?
Haven't had a conversation with Leader Schumer about any developments on the Senate floor, but House Democrats and Senate Democrats remain consistent and in lockstep in defense of the health care of the American people, and that's not going to change.
Leader Jeffries, good afternoon. Jared Golden, as you know, was the only Democrat on your side of the aisle who voted for the original CR. He just put out a statement, said that the Democratic opposition to that was, quote, driven by the demands of hardball politics, driven by left-wing groups to make a show of opposition to President Trump. That's a pretty harsh statement from one of your own members. Do you refute that?
House Democrats have consistently made clear that we will sit down with anyone at any time and any place to enter into a bipartisan agreement that makes life better for the American people. We will not support a partisan Republican spending bill that continues to gut the health care of everyday Americans. Health care is not a partisan issue. It's not a partisan issue. It's an American issue. And when you strip away health care from everyday Americans, that impacts Democrats, independents, and Republicans alike. When you strip away health care from the American people, as Republicans have done and want to continue to do, you're impacting people in rural America, in urban America, in the heartland of America, from coast to coast, and all points in between. This is not a partisan issue. Defending access to health care that's affordable, standing up for hospitals and nursing homes and community-based health clinics, that's not partisan. That's as American as baseball, motherhood, and apple pie.
But you must disagree with Mr. Golden.
Question?
Posted that $8 billion of green energy will actually be cut immediately, and it's going to affect 16 states, all of them which have either Democratic leaders or Democratic majorities in their state houses or Senate. What's your response?
These are all things that the Trump administration has been doing since January 20th. The mass firings of federal workers. Trump administration has been engaging in this since January 20th. Targeting the clean energy economy. Republicans have been doing that since January 20th and assaulted the clean energy economy and the creation of good-paying American jobs in their one big, ugly bill. Trump administration has been killing jobs. This is a job-killing administration. Job creation is down, but you know what's up? Costs. They promised to lower costs on day one. Costs aren't going down. Costs are going up. Inflation is going up under the Trump administration. And one of the reasons why Democrats are fighting hard at this moment is because unless we extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits, more than 20 million Americans in a matter of days are about to experience the reality of dramatically increased premiums, copays, and deductibles. Many of them will experience medical bankruptcy as a result. That's why Democrats are fighting hard on behalf of everyday Americans. I'll yield to Catherine to talk about the WIC issue. But in every other shutdown that Republicans have caused, including in the 35-day shutdown that Donald Trump presided over in 2018 and 2019, funding for women, infants, and children, their health, their nutrition, and their well-being was maintained. It was maintained. In every other shutdown, the reason why the Trump administration is threatening now to cut funding for women, infants, and children is because they can't stand that program. They're on the side of their billionaire buddies. They've been running the largest pay-to-play scheme in American history. And Exhibit A of that was their one big ugly bill, which is now law. Largest cut to Medicaid in American history. And they stole food from the mouths of hungry children, women, veterans, and seniors, and all of this was done to provide massive tax breaks to their billionaire donors. We're fighting for the health care of the American people. They're fighting for their billionaire donors, their friends and family plan, which has been all about enriching the lifestyles of the rich and shameless from the very beginning of the Trump administration. So all this talk that we see right now, as if it has anything to do with the shutdown that Republicans have caused, no, it's their ideology. Cruelty is the point when it comes to the Republican Party.